Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Josh, and today we're actually going to be doing something interesting. So we're going to be finding the splitting field of this polynomial, x to the 8th plus 6x to the 4th minus 16. So yeah, what's cool about this is that we can find all solutions, such as like the complex solutions. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so x to the 8th plus 6x to the 4th minus 16. We need to factor this. So let's see. We can find factors of multiples of 16 that add up to, we can find multiples of negative 16 that add up to positive 6. So let's see. This is going to be negative 16 equals negative 1 times 16, which equals negative 2 times 8. And negative 2 and 8 actually do add up to be 6. So that means we have x to the 8th plus, we substitute 6x to the 4th with negative 2x to the 4th, so minus 2x to the 4th plus 8x to the 4th, and then we keep the minus 16. So now we can factor by grouping. So let's factor out an x to the 4th times x to the 4th minus, that's going to be 2. That's just 2. Plus, let's factor out an 8. So 8 times x to the 4th minus 2. And now we have our inside parenthesis, which is x to the 4th minus 2 times x to the 4th plus 8. And we are going to set this equal to 0, because now we need to find the roots. So let's see. This is going to be x to the 4th equals positive 2, and this is going to be x to the 4th equals negative 8. That means that x equals plus or minus the 4th root of 2, and x also equals plus or minus the 4th root of negative 8. Okay, so this is the first part of a problem. Now we need to find complex solutions. So basically we can let zeta, let's let zeta 4 equal e to the 2, actually sorry, let's let zeta 4 to the k equal 2 pi I times k over 4. So this means that the rest of our solutions are going to be zeta to some power of k times the 4th root of 2, and then zeta to the power of some k times the 4th root of negative 8. So zeta 4 to the first equals e to the 2 pi I over 4, which equals e to the pi I over 2, which equals I, because this is like the square root of negative 1, since e to the pi I equals negative 1. So that's the square root of negative 1, which is just I. So zeta 4 squared equals, this is going to be, I think, negative 1. So basically this is e to the 4I pi over 4, which indeed equals negative 1. That means zeta 4 to the third equals e to the 2 times 3, so 6 I pi over 4, which equals e to the 3 I pi over 2, which equals square root of negative 1 to the third, which equals I. And zeta 4 to the fourth will always equal 1. Okay, so we have zeta 4 to the first and zeta 4 to the third, which equal I. So we can say that zeta 4 to the first equals zeta 4 to the third. So this means that zeta, actually we should say, yeah. So this means that zeta 4 times any two of these x's, so plus or minus the fourth root of 2 and zeta 4 times plus or minus the fourth root of negative 8 will be solutions. So this equals I times plus or minus the fourth root of 2 and I times the, I times plus or minus the fourth root of negative 8, and this equals plus or minus I times the fourth root of 2 and I times the fourth root of negative 8. Okay, so these are our complex solutions. So now we can find a splitting field. So we have Q adjoin. We can put all of these in here. So we have fourth root of 2, comma, I times the fourth root of 2. Actually, we're just going to use zeta for this. So we have the fourth root of 2 times zeta 4 times the fourth root of 2. And we have the fourth root of negative 8 and zeta 4 times the fourth root of negative 8. This is equal to fourth root of 2, fourth root of negative 8, and zeta 4, since it does have multiplication, since it's a field. So this means that the splitting field will denote splitting field of P of x over Q equals Q adjoin the fourth root of 2, fourth root of negative 8, and zeta 4, where zeta 4 equals I. So yeah, that is the splitting field. This is our answer. And yeah, so sure enough, we could actually find the minimal polynomial of each of these, and we will get back our polynomial right here. So yeah, I think that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment down below what I should do next. I take math suggestions. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.